I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, better get a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Browns first down.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Calais Campbell gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete.
Jarvis Landry, 70 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
First and 10.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And what an incredible start to a career for Lamar Jackson. Remember, he was a unanimous MVP of the NFL in just his second season in 2019. So here he is, now in the playoffs for the third time. Unfortunately, his team 0-2 so far. Both times the team was favored. He wants to get that first win and hopefully the first of many towards the Super Bowl title.
On second and 11 now. Jackson, they'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. and is much more successful as well.
He uncorks it for Snead. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
On the coverage.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
from the gun, it's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Yards to go.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game, showing up here in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
43-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Complete to Jarvis Landry.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
18-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Third.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
10. Ravens, nothing.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Jackson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Complete to Austin Hooper.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier. Fumble.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. Now, I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Lamar Jackson sacked. Fumble on the play.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Going for it all.
These guys are...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, 28 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
For the extra point.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. And again, it's Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime. And there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Incomplete. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
Throwing again. Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jacob Phillips in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack on first down, Jackson, his throw incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
There's Jackson on third and long. He's going deep for Brown, and this is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jarvis Landry and company heading back onto the field now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's second and 8.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mayfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. on 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Play fake. Mayfield, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Justin Madubuike able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Austin Hooper. It's a game.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 2. To throw, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
They'll run. This is Hunt.
Number 27.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Makes the score Browns 26. Ravens.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll throw from the gun. A short throw caught by Andrews. They can't tackle him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the line a little bit there. Single receiver.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Mayfield off the play fake. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Browns.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Number 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland 1st. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, it's Hunt, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the lead up to 14.
29.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running.